Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one, the only, the Azothan, and we are back with more Azeroth Wars. We can see that we are on 1.9a. B had not come out yet, so I do believe this is the one that has Wintermaw Hold, which was a very unpopular decision. Even though I think that it had interesting potential, it sort of made it just a mess up in the north. Anywho, this replay is sent in by Oliver Nissen, aka I believe, or at least it was signed Arius in the replay. And for all of you guys out there, there's a lot of replays that I kind of want to look at, but people send me like, Azothan, it's a good game. Cast it. No, I can't. Like, if that's all you're going to give me, I can't cast it, and I feel so bad. I know, like, I cannot. I need to know. I need to know what goes on. I need to know if there's any shenaniganry, anything I need to look out for. You know, God forbid there's 40 minutes of just chatting at the end of the replay and people are losing their minds. Also, I fixed something that I could have fixed so long ago, and I think you guys are gonna love it now because it's really good, and it's gonna help me too because I think I really underestimated how important it was. The fact that I couldn't push my alt button because it was broken, so we couldn't look at unit health bars. Yeah, I got that fixed. So as far as I know now, we have two fixes. One, the camera will never be a problem again, and now we can see health bars. It's very sad that it took me 2 years to get to this level of the channel, just that basic level. But I thank you for sticking with me. It really proves that you guys are either loyal or just enjoy the abuse. I don't know, one way or the other. Thank you.
Our forces are under attack.
I think it's safe to say. Huh. Alright, let's test it out. Make sure it still works proper. Yeah! Oh, yeah, now I can do this, right? And it'll zoom back out. Okay, I think this is actually the level I wanted at. We've got to slow it back down with that. And now let's see if we can... Oh my god, guys, we have health bars again. Oh, crap. Oh, it's such a good time now. Alright, let's do this. Oh, crap. I'm just so excited, you know. In the north, controlling the Scourge and the Red Trunks, we have Arius Sun King. His ally, the Burning Legion, a.k.a. Blue, being controlled by Dolk Steklar. Down in the south... Actually, let's talk about their opponents first. Their first fight will be holding on to Stratham and pushing out of Beltrak Valley against the North Alliance. North Alliance is who, you might ask? Well, we have ARLT, famous for his purple plays and preference in the North Alliance. He's controlling Lordaeron in the purple trunks. Up a little bit north in the green trunks as the High Elves, we have Adelenor. Adelenor, good job. Alright, that almost feels elven, doesn't it? Like, Adelenor Silverleaf, you must rescue the peasants, the humans. They are dying. I do not know why it sounds like a passionate Latin lover, but do not ask questions. Just remove your pants. Alright, look, Goodis, I know we had our disagreements in the past. I'm just going to go ahead and say, no, don't abuse glitches. Anyway, in the orange trunks, already well on his way to Hydromancer training, controlling Dalaran is Goodis. In the south, yellow trunks, we have Extra Cool 2 playing as dwarves. His ally in the dark green trunks playing Stormwind is Mr. Pietro. Mr. Pietro. Their enemy, the vile, unbelievable amalgamation of ogres, trolls, and orcs, and demons as well. It's going to be Kazdog playing Teal. Kazdog is a very good player and should not be underestimated in this matchup. I'm actually tempted, just from what I've seen from him, to give him kind of the lead on that one. Now, we've finished over in Lordaeron. That's all done. What we haven't talked about is Kalimdor. Now, it will, of course, be the Night Elves versus the Horde, and the pink trunks controlling Thrall's Horde is Freezing Fingers. His ally in the gray trunks controlling Warsong Horde and the Ogres is going to be Bafumi. I've seen Bafumi. Bafumi, I know you're Bafumi. Remember, as pink, you can move over to Thunder Bluff, take it, and you'll gain a new base. Their enemies, mostly located up in the north with two very significant bases in the south, Feathermoon Stronghold and Cenarian Hold. All about holding, the Night Elves really are. They don't really want to expand, they just want to hold. It's all about defense with them. Light blue trunks, we have King Uther 55 playing the Night Elves, and his Druid allies in the brown, Onyx the Dark. Onyx, welcome back, baby. Alright, let's go ahead and get this game started and see who's going to be doing what now. I like, this is a very subtle thing. I like that not only does it give you that little 3 there, this glowy blue shiny thing is a very small little reward, essentially. It's like, ooh, look how cool this is. Look how awesome my character looks when I level up. I definitely want to do that some more. And, okay, so also We can do this now because it doesn't matter if we zoom in a little bit. We can zoom back out. Whoa, look at that, though! The orcs are assaulting Netherguard Keep. And I'm afraid that the Outriders are just completely overmatched here. Bloodlust on all the units and the chaos damage means that it doesn't matter what you have. They're going to cut through it. Heavy armored horde infantry. And Grunts really not in danger here. There's nothing that can slow them down. I would say that in situations like this, one of the first things you want to do is say, but this base is lost, okay? Let's be honest. This base is lost. We can look at his gold. Even 151 gold's not going to make any kind of a difference. Now, what do you do here if you're him? Well, you let the base die. Essentially, that's what you've got to do. Now, he's got the Demolisher back here, but thankfully improved guard towers. They're decently strong. What you want to be doing is asking yourself, how can I inflict the most damage even in this losing position? And the answer to that is, use your improved guard towers to take down the Fel Orcs and Necrolytes. They have very low health and no armor to speak of, really. And of course they have normal armor right there. But the Necrolytes certainly have unarmored. They take extra damage from piercing. And any caster that you can take out from Teal is a godsend. Their casters are so good. Endless waves of skeletons on top of unholy armor, on top of bloodlust, on top of cripple, on top of firebolt. Ah, just get rid of them. You don't want to play with them, I assure you. By the way, the other option, guys, is that I use the motion control keys here to move around. But I do think that you're right. This is a much smoother motion. That's what you don't want to do. You don't want to uselessly spam militia. I'm giving Kazdog this game. I'm sorry. Wait, no, this is not the version with Timbermaw Hold, huh? I'm hearing people go off in portals, but... Yep, Timbermaw Hold. I mean, it's there. But it's not there.
Our town is under siege.
Alright, Gudis laughing his ass off because nothing really is going on. You can see Gray has moved over into Feralis. He may be entering a small engagement here against Light Blue. Light Blue's catapult getting a little over eager, like, hey, back. You know when you see that drunk girl walking towards you at the party and you, like, preemptively start... No. Like, you put people between... Yeah. That's what that glaive, it was like, just don't pass this line and we're fine. See? Everyone parted as friends. No one has to be rejected. It worked out perfectly. I think people underestimate. What I think people underestimate is the fact that you can get a full squad of griffins and immediately kill these dragons. I mean, that's why people are, well, why don't you go for Thanes? Because Thanes can't kill the dragon. Thanes can't fly over mountains. Thanes can't do splash damage. Thanes can't do magic damage to the just insanely, mostly heavy armored things you're going to be facing. Even this improved watchtower, which I actually think is more dangerous than this boulder tower, because you can lock down the boulder tower. Ah, big deal, whatever. Yeah, it's just not a big deal, and I don't see why people don't go for griffins more often. The obsession with Thanes is a little weird. And by the way, sorry for the beep. Yes, my fire alarm does need to have its battery replaced, and I'm going to go out and physically do that tomorrow. I'm so done. That just beep every once in a while. I've become so used to it, but I at least in my head, I know I've become used to it. I think maybe I'm slowly going a little bit insane. Now, Warmaster Voon is a demi-hero that's often overlooked, but if you are going for a mostly caster-heavy force, Warmaster Voon combined with Necros Skullcrusher, I think that's the name of the healing hero that they have. It could be something else. But the mana regen aura that Teal can get as part of his tier system, really strong together. Your ranged units become infinitely more dangerous. And then on top of that, okay, we have Dark Green running in here, and does Teal have a response ready? No, his units are out of position. I mean, even if he charges in, Darkshire can summon reinforcements, and here Dark Green's going to catch a ton of Troll Axe Throwers, their normal damage taking extra damage from the normal damage that his units are inflicting across the board. It seems mostly Marshals and Outriders. I like seeing this Marshal force, Boulevard Ford Dragon out in force with his Marshals, marshalling the troops, as it were. And Yellow should be pushing in here pretty soon. You can see he's wiped out most of the creeps in the Badlands. The Ogre, Magi, Warrior, Mauler still stand, but I don't think for long. And in the north, well, it would appear that Gray is making a bit of headway here. Light Blue forced to just watch as Furball champions kick ass. We heard an Orc diet. You know, he is just loving it. Man, this makes me want to play WoW, and, like, not even, like, new WoW, like, old WoW. I want to go to Ashenvale Forest and just fuck around for a little while. Big engagement here right at the foot of Blackrock Fortress. human and orcs falling alike. Marshals slaughtering one by one, but the advantage goes to Teal due to his boulder tower, watchtower backup, and the fact that his reinforcements are much closer. Unfortunately, brigadiers that Bolvar summoned are just sitting there doing nothing, and the chaplains are attacking. They seem to have full mana and are not casting their regen ability. But Yellow with a massive swing in here. Almost all of his griffins are here. Will he lock down the towers? He has a Dwarven Engineer to do so. That would minimize a lot of the damage he's taking. Look, the Dwarven Engineer is actively taking every blast from that cannon tower to the face and continues to. He's like, oh, sure, laddie. I mean, I know that I went to engineer college to learn how to shut down towers, but I would much rather die to one. Oh, it hurts. Oh, just fucking. I know 2 or 3 units here or there doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. Whoa. Alright, so blue and red are going a bit slowly. They're massing up, and I can see... Hold on. I can't actually see what the strategy he's going for is. What kind of upgrades are we looking at here on our units? He's got a full group of destroyers, which means anything summoned is pretty much dead. And Gudis is famous for his love. Hydromancer spamming the water elementals, so that's just going to heal up and give these guys the ability to do AoE damage. No upgrades on his necromancers. He's only got 10 gold, though, so he is spending money, and I hear... Oh, is it what I think it was? Oh, look at this. Banshee's adept level. They've got Curse. No, now they have Anti-Magic Shield. They have Curse and Anti-Magic Shield. I love that it tells me what spells they have, not spells they can get, because that really makes it much easier. Okay, so we've cleared that up. He's going to get Frost Worms and going with Anti-Magic Shell and whoop some ass. Whoop some ass, and see... Teal's now realizing, oh, that's right, while they're distracted, I should probably be pushing another front. That would be the smart idea. Perhaps maybe I can kill this building before the research finishes. Only time will tell. Because apparently Teal is like a British National Geographic show. And holy shit, I'm so sorry. This is an epic struggle for the ages, and I'm missing it right now because... These fairy dragons are whooping ass. They are going to die, but we will see exactly how much damage they're doing. All the casters in Pink's army are insane, and unfortunately he's going to lose every... A lone fairy dragon survivor will take the tale back to his people and tell of the reason why you do not fuck with orcs.
Our forces are under attack.
Teal will regrettably lose Blackrock, enabling Yellow to continue to finish off the inside, while Dark Green goes down to finish his counterattack. This is why timing is important. If this push had occurred while they were attacking Blackrock, he could have gained great swaths of territory, opened up entire creep camps to himself, taken them, a lot of gold, reinforcements, money. That's the kind of things you gotta be on the lookout for. Kazdog has unfortunately fallen prey to one of the easiest things to do, which is just, I got focused on one thing too much. Oops. Oh, I take it back. He's not going to go for Frostworms. He's going to go for Death Knights. So a Death Coil squad rather than the... Alright. Has he seen what his enemies are up to? Because the Death Coil's great. That's a great thing. It's one of the counters to this Magi chain heal is... Sure, they can chain heal that one unit. But you can almost one-shot it with all of those Death Coils. Just left it there? Look, Red's like, I kind of want Kel'Thuzad to have that. He's just carrying around a tiny little infernal in his pocket. I imagine he named it Inferni? No, King Uther, where the fuck are you? Okay, this is... It begins to push up. We can see Brown Onyx Dark has quite a significant force here. A lot of mountain giants. And they're about to surround Rexar, who's very nearly dead. And not a huge force from Gray. A light blue is now attacking Pink. And I think with what he's got here and more incoming, my god, this is dangerous. They've actually managed to take the southern fight, killing off most of the creeps over in Unguro Crater. This may swing in their favor, and with... Oh, that's the danger of the Farseers using their Monsoon ability. You're like, that's a lot of units. I'm just gonna fuck them all up. Yeah, but you're not chain healing, so things die. And Pink armies aren't used to things dying. Oh, they're dead. They all have unarmored. This is brutal. And I think Gray will absolutely be pushed back by this army. Sure, the Mountain Giants, they can die. They have heavy armor now instead of normal armor, and that's kind of unfortunate, I think, because... Really, the only thing that killed him was grunt spam. Actually, I don't know if they're better or worse now. I really don't. There's not enough big damage magic damage dealers in the army to make a difference. And we can see the Griffin Riders are showing up, reinforcing Dark Green's resistance against Teal, and basically smelling the doom for our Fell Horde player. In the north, just to stand... I've got to imagine the Silverhand Squires talking amongst one another. You know, hoping the Knights don't hear. I'm kind of equating this to my work experiences. He's like, oh, you hear we're fighting the undead today, right? He's like, what's up, maggot? Keep your mouth closed. We will soon see battle. He's like, yeah, but seriously, though, no one's really doing anything. There's a fuck ton of things here. Can we get a good look, like, in the middle of... Hold on. I desperately want purple to attack so I can get this angle and watch as over the battlements, you know, meat wagons are throwing corpses, and, I mean, blue's also just kind of fucking... Okay, sorry about that, light blue. You were whooping ass. What happened? Reinforcements happened, and gray retreating happened, and brown not keeping up happened. So light blue is now finding himself getting spanned by the nightmare that are the Warsong champions with their shockwave ability. Everyone's trying to hold the Fountain of Health. Okay, this is where the biggest fight is at right now. Look, guys, Teal's losing. I mean, I don't know how to tell you much more succinctly than that. He's in a losing position, but who is not in a losing position is the goddamn Kalimdor fight. And we're watching it as they try to desperately hold on to the Fountain of Health. Fairy Dragons have been dropped, all casters. And that's the great thing, Orc Warlocks cast a heal. So every time they do, blam, getting shocked. This unfortunate thing is, I think that they get shocked for the amount of damage based on the spell they're casting. So they're getting hit for like, you know, 5, 10, 20, whatever. Light Blue's got to turn around. A few Taurens may sacrifice their life to keep Light Blue far enough back that they are able to inflict enough damage on Brown to win this fight. Grommash Hellscream in the front line using his Whirlwind ability, taking out Mountain Giant after Mountain Giant, climbing their backs, hacking the necks off these ancient and beautiful creatures, and actually being driven back by the Wind Riders slash Stormcrows. The Wind Rider's now controlling the skies, and Malfurion really needs to heal himself up here pretty soon because Wind Riders do a lot of damage plus the poison. Never ignore the poison. It can start to add up. Oh, this could be a great catch for Light Blue. One of the catapults goes down. Come on, a second one. No! Catapult, so much damage sitting there completely unused. And anybody want to play? Gudis is going for Battle Mage Hydromancer. A lot of Pyromancers. Geomancers rank 1 add up. They have Healing Shield, which could be good. Could be good, and I'll tell you in what situation it could be good as. If he starts upgrading his Battle Mages, of course, the Water Elementals will gain the same upgrades. Those are the only 2 units that I think, and Archers as well will also gain. Militia, Copper Forged Swords, and Copper Plating also apply to Water Elementals. Now, if you were to use Healing Shield on the front line on a Battle Mage, it would heal not only the Battle Mage and everything around it, but also the enemies around it. So you don't want to cast it on a melee unit. What you want to do is summon those Water Elementals and then push them up right behind the line of battle with the Battle Mages, then cast Healing Shield, and only heal your Battle Mages. It could be really effective, and we have a small blue armada heading out for God only knows where. I have to assume creeps. You can see Pink did not take out the Broken Isle units. Dark Green and Teal now in a stalemate as the Eridar Warlocks have come out with their Stasis Traps and Rain of Fire. They're terrifyingly strong. And once again, wow, man. This is rare, super rare, that we have 2 stalemates. I mean, these fights have been... but the Kalimdor fight is something that I actually wish I'd been paying far more attention to the entire time. The Warsong... That is not a Warsong lumber camp. That's just a barracks. But goddamn Goblin Trap, you'll never need to worry about wood. And wood, for certain races, like red and blue, wood is a nightmare. But if you're in Kalimdor, wood is everywhere, and you just get those seeds and regrow the trees, and it's perfect. You just like, oh no, we clear cut the entire thing. Whatever shall we do? Done. What is this? I saw a green. There we go. I saw a green transport ship, and I have no idea who's in it. Is it empty? Okay. I couldn't see Blue's units. There we go. Blue is actually stealing the Darkspear Isles back from Pink. It's unfortunate. A small base could be built here, and I am still adamant on the fact that you could do a really good pirate yellow because of engineers being able to shut down. Like, you just build an island fortress base, and engineers shut down every fucking ship that comes to fight them. They're mechanical. Herp de derp. Bring it on. Oh, okay, so a full squad of Dreadlords with 1 extra attack is now leaving Stalemates to join here, and the nether portals are up. They have Fountain of Health. Gudas is still waiting. No upgrades, just pure Hydromancer. See, even I would have been sending Water Elementals even just to fight here in Gilneas or just something. Do anything other than sit in your base with nothing. That mana regen aura is going to complete waste as they do not use it. Summon free units. I don't get it, but well, that's why we watch these things, so I can tell you guys what you should be doing. And I'm aware that, you know, in my games, I don't always do what I should be doing. Absolutely not. A single shaman who was actually sent to parley with the Night Elves shot full of arrows, and somehow those arrows had poison on them, which caused his body to decompose immediately upon falling to the ground. It was very unfortunate. We'll raise something to his memory. Oh, 2-1 upgrades on our yellow player, the Dwarves. I wonder who's going for a support role. Restrained because he has an entire squad of Griffin Riders and he hasn't upgraded the melee attack, is what they get. Well, there goes 1 dragon. Black Drakes, of course, are very susceptible to dragon. I like that. Because here's the thing. Griffin Riders were listed as being the counter to dragons. And the fact they keep that up is pretty cool. But they are, unfortunately, heavy armored. So all of this magic damage being thrown at them pretty much wipes them out in a second. I liked when they were, what, fucking fortified armor? There was a brief period of time where Griffins were fortified armor, and I almost lost my mind. They were unstoppable. Alright, the other one goes down. Rain of Fires from the Eredar Warlocks, causing extreme damage amongst the lines. However, there is only this very small line of Feltork Raiders. As Teal, you want to have a massive force, and you really don't want to be getting flanked and having your Demolishers attack like this. Especially having your armor reduced by 3. That is one of the advantages of the Rifleman early upgrade. Clearly he's gone for the piercing rounds. Armor penetration rounds. You can see, not only does it lower its armor to fucking -1, that means that it takes more damage rather than any kind of less. So essentially what? Like, ooh, okay, so he controls the portal. I was about to say, he just gained a lot of armor. Basically, armor piercing rounds can make your enemy take damage beyond what you would normally be capable of. You know what I mean? Not even just negating their armor, actually negativing their armor. That's a thing. Oh no! So many war machines caught out! Oh god! That's not good, Bafumi, where are you? He is fighting off the Night Elves in Crossroads. Okay, I was like, where is this? And I swear I've raided this 1,000 times as an Alliance player in World of Warcraft, and yet somehow I can't remember. Oh, crap. Okay, so Shantos Featherman just took a big old Stormbolt to the face. Is she going to get out of there alive, or is she pretty much dead? She's dead as balls. Oh, no. She had Gorehowl. It's on the ground. Will Rexstar go for it? No, Rexstar's going to die, but the champions are going to go for it and try to steal it back. This is an insane fight. We can see Misha going nuts. Rexstar has been killed. A Mountain Giant's going, oh, God, and Brown is reinforcing the Fairy Dragons, Mountain Giants, Keepers of the Grove, and Dryads. I gotta say, I think this win goes to the Night Elves right now, and I think one of them managed to get the axe. No, it's on Tyrande, who is now even more badass than what she was before, which is pretty much impossible, because we're talking about a female character whose boyfriend was asleep for 10,000 years while she got shit done. Yeah, that's a thing. Is it? By a super slow Griffin, because Addison's on time 1 speed. I think we can ×2 it right here, right? I'm not crazy. Also, I feel bad because I'm not actually... Yay! I have an alt button again, then I haven't used it all replay. Old habits die hard, guys, and we can see Nightblades running out here. They are a decent melee unit. Not actually sure what they do. This is 500 damage and then it switches, right? Okay, it does. I think the reason they did that was because they were having issues with it dying and actually being destroyed because too much damage was done to it, so they added so much damage that nothing in the game could possibly kill it before it switched over. Yeah, of course the people who are losing thinks this version is depressing. Whoa! Oh, they pushed in, but do they control the... Or they do. They control the portal, control Nexus. And Teal is wisely fighting just out of range of it, however... not far enough out of range for the mortar teams who... Ow! Ow! That'll wreck your day. Alright, is that it? Okay, Dash Plague, then Charge. All of these are popping up now. Cabal groups. Wow, it looks like Purple actually having tons of units. How many times have you played that you can have a group, an army, sitting right on top of this? That's strong. And 2-1, 1-1. Alright, so 2 attack upgrades for Red. And here begins the fight in earnest, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Other than... Wow! That was a lot of damage. Holy shit. Alright, Red wisely focusing down the improved guard towers with his meat wagons. We'll see them eventually fall. However, until they do, they are wreaking terrible havoc on the back lines here. Sure, he's got a couple of these obsidian statues healing them up one by one. But even the Death Knights look like they're under a bit of pressure. That was the wrong way. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. See, the Knights are barely holding. Actually, no. The line is holding much stronger than Red's. It's actually hard to tell, but that anti-magic shield is making a huge difference. And chain heals, despite the constant chain heals, we can see slowly Red's starting to make an impact. He will retreat here momentarily. However, Blue remains to guard against Orange. So I guess Blue's job is to keep Orange out of the fight. Pink is putting up a valiant stand here, but I don't know if it'll be enough. Farseers, all of his heroes, I actually think he has the overwhelming advantage here. If he were to use his catapults to target down the weaker backline units, like the archers, you can hear him dying nonstop. The huntresses, everything here has normal damage. So Tauren, orcs, everything very effective. Even Gray beginning to push back Brown. You gotta watch out. Chimeras are insanely strong against anything with heavy armor. It'll wipe out entire groups of Tauren. No problem at all. Even I would say fuck it. Get these Chimeras off the front line, loop around the back, and kill off some Horde War Machines. They're heavy armor. They're bunched together. Oh my god. Oh, Chimeras. No, Chimeras. Chimeras. Okay, so he's not gonna do it. That's fine. Dark Green, Yellow have driven Kazdog back. He's trying to revive Ren Blackhand, who will definitely get out before it dies. But will he survive being resurrected? On which side will he go? Right or left? It's going to be the right side. Ren Blackhand, can you run away? You have Windwalk. What the fuck? Excuse me while I breakdance my way out of this. And then Windwalk when I'm fucking safely away. Jesus. Okay. Not judging you. I'm just judging you so fucking much. Oh my god, the Paladin squad are inside the lines dealing insane damage to the meat wagons and everything else clustered up here. He must have gotten the Plague Mastery because am I counting too many meat wagons? 7 meat wagons I am counting currently. Means he would have gotten the Plague Mastery. Steklar still sitting here and not doing anything. 1-1 upgrades. He is using his Dreadlord squad to decent use. Dropped an Infernal. I still don't think it's enough though. Orange has quite a number of units on the front line, but he is, because of the number of units he's able to keep here, he's more than willing to swing up with his hero force. The Kirin Tor, Archmage Antonidas, Dalen Proudmoore, and Jaina Proudmoore, of course. Just very proud of themselves. A small landing force from Red has attacked, and with the Froststorm's ability to freeze towers, they're actually doing quite a bit of damage. And Nubarak banging on the front doors of the capital. You know, I know all those units back there can't really shoot us or anything, but let's keep hitting them. Very wise of Purple to build more towers than could be frozen. He built 8. The maximum number of towers that Red could possibly freeze is 5. So he's left open the option of, do I freeze all of the cannon towers, do I freeze all of the guard towers, which are killing my air units, or the cannon towers, which are killing my ground units trying to take the base. Very good number. Smart. He's also starting to pump out more longbowmen. Kazdog seems to have lost the fight, honestly. I don't know what's going on. Oh, come on, Sonaris, you can do this. Have they finally defeated Pink? See, Pink seems like the kind of player to retreat. There we go. He wouldn't just throw all of his units. I was saying, Freezing Fingers, to me, is not that kind of player. You know, you see the ones that just sort of Oh, well, I guess I'm losing. I won't. Quit. Like, no. Retreat, build up, harass the back lines, do all you can. This fight is good and done for. Did he manage to get out with his flying units? Oh, he managed to bring Saffron over to the main fight where they have actually won the city of Anderhall. However, it remains remarkably close. Purple has not, in truth, lost anything of great value. His entire Silverhand Paladin squad remaining intact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 heroes. 3 heroes, yeah. RLT is not losing jack or shit. His... yeah, Capital City's still up. Sure, they took Anderhall. They spent a ton of units doing it. Blue has a small force there, but I actually think Orange could kill it. However, if these are multi-shot, I'm wrong. Yeah, if these are multi-shot towers still, I think maybe Orange could get the reflect upgrade and the multi-shot would kill, like, the towers would kill themselves. It's possible. But, we'll see. Green's really just wanted a minute. Heal up, allow his mana regen aura to do some actual work. We've got to hurry up because honestly, this is insane. We're in the 18-minute mark. I feel like we've been doing this forever. We have been at half-time speed for just forever.
Our forces are under attack. Our town is under attack.
Is our town under attack though? Is it really? This is a decently damaged army. That's always the thing you gotta remember is sometimes when you see an enemy army, you don't really consider it. You don't think, oh, well, they're all fucked up. I could beat them. No, you just see the number. You're like, oh, sweet. Sweet baby Jesus. How did Pink... is Pink staging a coup? Pink has not lost Orgrimmar. I want to state that. While a couple Chimeras are actually taking these advanced boulder towers out. So, what the fuck? Are they doing less than 20 damage? They must not have... no, that's spit. They have the spit, though. That should be doing way more damage. 32% does not make up for that. That's silliness. They have 2 attack? No. Okay, so it's giving it the image of the spittle, but not actually the siege damage of the spittle. Oh, and Orange has joined the fight against the legions of blue. How are they holding up? Orange is doing way better, even though blue has the advantage of the Well of Health. There goes, however, an Infernal Stone, which would be very difficult to deal with its Infernal Aura and its immunity to magic damage. Only hero units will be able to do anything against it. You can see it just slowly burning the army alive. This is a wonderfully placed Infernal. Big kudos to him. We'll see how long it lasts. Forever. Forever is how long it lasts. Oh, god damn. Remarkably well placed Blizzard on the Warlocks there. Could possibly spell Doom. Yeah, okay. He pushed him back enough. Made him a little uncomfortable. Oh, whoa. The nether portals are starting to actually do damage. I thought they were just summoning units. But blue has pushed orange back while red is being donkey punched by purple and green. You don't want to fight this. You don't want to fight paladins with chain heal and mana regen. It's not a good day. Yellow has taken over the majority of Outlands. Well, I think Teal is preparing for a last stand sort of situation, or does he have a scroll of teleport? He must be waiting to buy one, right? Surely. 4 Felguard, that's nice. I mean, every round you get 4 Felguard. That's... people say Teal's all alone, but really, he's got reinforcements coming from hell. Oh wow, level 7 Kargath, 3 Rend, and 6 back there. And that's super weird. Kargath was soaking up the experience levels there. Still a hold? Yeah, still a hold. Destroyers are doing okay damage. Blue held off orange. Gotta give that. Oh, God. And then nothing happened. Oh, he has the crown. Why does he have the crown? No, where's the king? I saw the... there he is. There's the king. He's got the crown of Stormwind. It must have dropped off a hero, but I can't imagine who Mr. Pietro would have lost. It would have actually have lost. Oh, that's embarrassing. Greater Voidwalkers. Man, Teal didn't creep Jack. I think I actually see some creeps left up here. Look at that! They were in a fight. They must have won. Yellow creeps win a fight? That's embarrassing. Alright, dark green smashes in from this side. Yellow smashes in from the bottom. G to the G, if this is planned correctly. Yellow should be... By the way, if you have a full complement of mortar teams, as I'm assuming yellow does, because it's a good yellow. I mean, playing smart this whole time. What? Under the effects of the Shadow Labyrinth? What the fuck is the Shadow Labyrinth? Is that how Akendune works? Oh my god, the Shadow Labyrinth reduces all enemy armor by 2? How important is it to hold on to now? Ah! Wait. Alright, I just want to point out. Armor reduced by 3. Armor reduced by 2. But because it has unholy armor, it has plus 7 armor. That's what? 12 armor it gives? And look at that. It's just like, whatever, you can fucking take my armor away all you want. I've still got more than your fucking base units, right? 5 on that one. 6 on that one. 8! Oh shit, where is Dark Green? He's killing off demon portals, not really doing much. It's gonna be yellow versus teal in this little choke point here. Red Blackhand on the front line, getting his ass kicked by Dwarven Warriors, but he's gonna give as good as he gets. See Murd and Bronzebeard having none of that crap. However, Eredar Warlocks casting Rain of Fire on the back line while Magnite heals them up. Nice healing waves slash healing what? I think Yellow's realizing this is a bad engagement for me, to say the least. How the fuck have you guys... This Kalimdor fight is insane. The number of engagements they have had... Oh my... They're straight fights, guys. I'm gonna try to keep up with them. Uther the Lightbringer is gonna back up. He's smart. High Elven Magus, they're actually very remarkably painfully low on mana. That's not good. Red's push here could do some real damage. They have a defensive line established at Alterac, and the Dreadlords are on their way from the back lines. What's the health look? I want to see the Dreadlords' health. Oh, I can't see them when they're stealth. How weird. Watch it go away. Yeah, it's really weird. Okay, some real damage being done right now with the addition of the Frostworms and Sapphiron to this main push. Death Knights on top of that. Everything's getting healed, and nothing can actually kill anything. While, sure, Purple can hold, the question is, can he actually get any kills? And if you can't get any kills, I think your time's kind of been wasted. You've really just sat there, losing units occasionally, feeding the other hero, and they level up to the point where they're too difficult to beat. Their abilities outstrip yours. Teal's forced into exile. Fuck unholy armor! 12 armor, they're up to 14. They had 46% damage reduction. Look, oh, no, I want to see this. Look at it, 46% on a 0-1 succubus. I just reduced all damage you do to me by 50%. Woo! That's fair for a spell that can be spammed. I hate unholy armor. I don't know if you guys knew this. Hate it! I get dispelled immediately because of that shit. I hate Teal Casters. Teal Casters are the best thing in the world. They are what keeps him alive, and we're going to see if that's what keeps him alive in this instance. Bolvar 4 Dragon, only level 4. Remember, as far as I can tell, Dark Green's heroes are super low level. 6 and 4. And Bolvar is going to be trying to soak up some... There you go, the Dispels. Trying to keep the Bloodlust and Holy Armors to a minimum. Stuff like that. What is he... Okay, this is bad because the Eredar Warlocks with their normal damage are getting on the front lines, and I think that the explosive rounds have been upgraded for mortar teams on yellow side. With 3-2 upgrades, that's an insane amount of damage. You just cannot afford to be having that hit you. Right now, it's Griffin White Riders would be better spent hitting these watchtowers with the mortar teams on the casters in the back line with the normal damage up increase. King Magna on the front lines, I don't... Let's be honest, looking at these two armies, who are you going to say? Sure, both frontline armies are damaged, but the backline army on Teal is remarkably damaged. Magtheridon being pretty much the only full health unit here, with Kargath pretty much near death, right? Yeah, I mean, one more volley of... He's not giving up, and I gotta say, Baelgun Flamebeard on front, like, our Cannon Laddie, I've got 2 lives. Who gives a shit? Who died? That's actually getting resurrected right now. 2 people. 2 corpses. Daneth Trollbane. Daneth Trollbane sacrificed himself Oh, man. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. This is no bueno. I think Teal's done for, guys. Has Red managed to push all the way to Capital City? There's no stopping him right now. Purple, what's your response? All of his heroes are alive. He's got a small group of units, some paladins. He may just be hoping that Stratholme stays alive. But you, Gudis. Gudis has decided that while his allies are losing everything they've ever loved, now would be a great time to take Gilneas from the level 25 Darius Crowley invincible hero that guards it. That's okay. That's an option. Blue Dog Second, what are you doing in the midst of this chaos? Okay, that's fair. Freezing Fingers, all of his heroes are alive. No way, are they still fighting? I mean, 20 control points between the Night Elves and only 7 between Thrall's Hordes and the Warsong clan. With, it looks like Chandra's Feathermoon beginning an assault, potential pressure on the Ogre Fortress of Stonewall Keep. He's moving up. He's got Druids of Growth, which can turn into trees and heal and rejuve and all that shit. But King Uther's got... Oh, he's taking it. Okay, so he's doing something important. What about Gray? Bafumi? This is all he's got. He's got a couple Ogres, a couple Horde War Machines, Grommash Hellscream, and a Hope. He's the little horde that could. He's hoping he can get Chen Stormstout, is what he's hoping for. Magtheridon wandering out into the open on the battlefield for what the fuck? Why the hell, the who, the why the fuck would you do that? If Magnite has any level of Stormbolt upgraded, you're doomed. Oh my god. That was retarded. And it worked. And that's why I'm offended. Because it worked. And it was retarded. Capital City is done for. Red's going to have the advantage of having the crown of Lordaeron on his heroes. And that means that his push just became that much easier. He could very well choose to ignore Stratholme, move down to Dalaran once they break that. They've got Crown and Book, summon Blue, retreat to Northrend just for a little bit, re-push back with an even stronger force, Crown and Demon Lord.
We're under attack.
You're done for. But Purple unable to commit Uther to the front line for fear of losing him permanently since Capital City's down. It's just a game over. God, the person who sent me this camera hack, you're my favorite person. What? I mean, this is a thing that's happening. Let's just appreciate that fact. That 2 Furbolgs are losing their minds, beating the ever-living crap out of this barracks. Yeah, Fairy Dragons are good. Oh, yeah, when your elite spam Shockwave, it's so good. Back there and just hanging out. Not really that seemingly interested in doing much. He's like, well, I've got horns, and big teeth, and a purple body. I feel pretty good about myself. What if I just kept this locked down? This would throw everyone off. All they'd be like, what the fuck game are we watching? Does this not turn it into a completely different map? Look at that. Oh my god. Blue. I'm actually super confused right now because of the angle chain. Improved guard towers. Improved arcane towers. Very good. That's a decent amount of magic damage on top of heavy armor. Decent amount of health. Blue's making a push out of Alterac. Wow, holy crap, I actually don't know how to navigate this map at this angle. Whoa! Whoa! Daylight Command, fuck. Okay, see, and now Jasmine's watching and she heard me do that, and she's gonna make fun of me for it later. Because I have friends who watch my channel now, and that's weird, and they make fun of my reoccurring behavior. Which, to be fair, it does recur a lot. Alright, a lot of undead butts you're looking at. I mean, look at that. Destroyer butts, pretty good. Gargoyle butts, halfway decent. Frostworm butts, I'm telling you, it is those Obsidian statue butts and that Anubarak butt I'm talking about. Have you ever looked at a butt that had giant spikes extruding from it and just thought, I mean, just sheer curiosity. Man, okay, let's switch it. Complete 180, guys. We're going to watch this fight from Teal's point of view. He's not going to give up. Sure, he's got a ton of dwarves outside of his fortress. Yes, he's down on his luck, but you know what he has? He's got goddamn infernal war machines, infernal juggernauts, chaos damage, splash. Look at this. Even the dwarves are hiding in the corner like, you know what, maybe not today. Mortar teams, maybe not today. Magtheridon just leveling up off the deceased dwarves. I think very few things in this game give as much experience as dwarves. Are we actually still what? Now it's back to a game I understand and I actually don't like it. It's super weird. Ogre base has been wiped out. I think this is starting to spell the doom.
Under attack.
Pink and gray. Nothing they can really... Yeah, man, this is bullshit, says Bafumi. He decides to opt out. We're going to stop this game at the 30-minute mark. Still got a couple minutes left. There we go. Alright, and blue was more than ready to intercept Pink's small fleet that landed there. There we go. The Alliance of Lordra managed to break the North Gate Rebellion. Gen Greyman, thankful for their assistance, granted King Tyrannus' wish to spare Lord Crowley and allowed him to join the ranks of Lordra, and Lord Crowley now leads the survivors. Let's take a look at... There we go, Darius Crowley. General of Gilneas actually went to purple as far as I can tell.
Our town is under siege. Our forces are under attack.
Or is it orange and that's just...
Our allies' town is under siege.
ARLT. No, it is purple. Okay, so purple has Darius Crowley now. And Darius Crowley has a sort of crown-like ability to heal many units around him, so this could prove to be a huge boon. I mean, if orange ever joins the fight, and it looks like Tyr's hand is probably going to die. Sure, the Death Knights 2-2 upgrades. What do we got on purple? 2-2. 2-2. So even upgrades. But, God, the hero levels and the fact that he's got the Lord on Crown is just not going to bode well for purple in any way whatsoever. What does bode well for purple is the fact that green is right here and kind of strike out to harass the flanks of red at any time he wants. I mean, it is a huge army and a well-constructed one at that, with anti-magic shell, destroyers to suck up any potential buffs the enemy has, saffron, frostworms in the air, good force abominations and death knights and heroes and items. This is a red army I would not want to fight at any point, especially with those 2-2 upgrades. It's kind of hard to accept. Yellow's moving up north. They have defeated. Oh, this is why you leave orange alive as evil, because they act as a buffer against the South Alliance trying to come to help. If South Alliance wants to go, they either have to break up here and attack red this way, or if they want to go the regular way to Alterac Valley and actually make a difference, they have to go through orange. And if orange is up, he's not likely to just let him walk through lightly. Fire Guardian? What the fuck? I'm assuming that's coming from Fandral Staghelm, right? He can summon a Fire Guardian? Lightning Guardian? Where'd the Fire Guardian go? I like to... Oh, Lightning Guardian, Fire Guardian. Guys, this is a new version that I don't know about. I don't know what these spells are about. I assume that they are summons. And Ice Guardian. Whoa. I mean, they're not dying, and that... Does that thing have... It looks like it has Arcane Aura, but it probably doesn't. Red has demolished. Tyr's hand is dead. Okay, so purple decided to leave. Decided not to waste his units dying hopelessly. He loaded his entire squad into the boats. Stratholm is still alive, but Tyr's hand is now officially done for. Yellow moving up north, potentially.
Our town is under siege.
And Good is only now beginning to attack. He's got his wild elementals. If he builds enough... the melee units he was building, what if I can call it? Arcane Swordsman or balls to the walls. I forget.
Our town is under siege.
Whoa! Green trying to call a truce with Scourge. What potential issue could Green possibly be having that he thinks a truce would be something he can get away with? I mean, you fight the Scourge. That's... No! No! And there, at the 30-minute mark, we are going to call this a part 1. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me. This is the one, the only, the Azothan, and I hope to get much more recording done today, because this overcast day has actually made me look and think, I want to live somewhere where it's overcast and beautiful and not cold, really, but just a little chilly, and the sky is gray and it rains constantly. I want to live somewhere like that, and the only way I'm going to do that is by the flexibility that a YouTube channel success would offer me. And that inspired me to get back on and do some recording today, because I haven't done a lot of it lately due to lack of energy and stuff. But I think I'm feeling good. So I will see you in part 2 Until then, guys. Bye.